The detective comedy Monk, which premiered on the USA Network on July 2, 2002, quickly became a favorite among critics and audiences. Throughout its 8 seasons, notable guest stars included John Turturro and Dan Hedaya as Monk's brother and father, Sarah Silverman as a devoted fan, and Willie Nelson appearing as himself. Sadly, many guest and recurring actors from the series have passed away since the show concluded in 2009. As we approach the 22nd anniversary of its debut, this video will honor 32 Monk actors who have died, paying tribute to their contributions to the series and the enduring impact they had on fans worldwide. Patrick Cranshaw. Patrick Cranshaw portrayed Miles Hollings in 2003 at the age of 84. Cranshaw's on-screen acting career began in 1955 when he was 36, with an uncredited role as a bartender in The Western Texas Lady. Despite a career spanning over 40 years, with approximately 102 appearances, Cranshaw's first credited film role was in The Amazing Transparent Man, 1960, at the age of 41. He passed away at 86. Harve Presnell. Harve Presnell took on the role of Zach Ellinghaus in 2005 at the age of 72. In 1956, Presnell co-starred with Hervé Nelly in the American premiere of Darius Milhaud's opera, David at the Hollywood Bowl. By 1960, he was a featured soloist with the Los Angeles Philharmonic in another concert at the Bowl and sang the baritone role in Eugene Ormandy's 1960 recording of Carmina Burana, released by Columbia Sony on LP and CD. Presnell died on June 30, 2009 at 75 from pancreatic cancer at St. John's Health Center in Santa Monica, California. James Gammon. James Gammon played Oates in 2007 at the age of 67. In the 1970s, Gammon co-founded the Met Theater in Los Angeles. While performing there, a representative from the Public Theater saw him and cast him as Weston in Sam Shepard's Curse of the Starving Class in 1978. Gammon also voiced the animated characters Marv Loach and Floyd Turbo in the 1999 Warner Brothers feature film The Iron Giant. He passed away in Mesa, California at 70. Zakes Mokae. Zakes Mokae portrayed Tunde in 2002 when he was 68. He began acting around the same time playwright Athol Fugard was gaining prominence. They collaborated on Fugard's 1961 play, The Blood Knot, which is set in South Africa and focuses on brothers with the same mother but different fathers. Zach, played by Mokae, is dark-skinned, and Morris, played by Fugard, is fair-skinned. In 1975, American writer-filmmaker Ian Chante Kajonathan gave birth to Mokae's only child, Santlo, named after Mokae's mother, Chante Mokae. Later in his career, Mokae worked as a theater director for American companies, including the Nevada Shakespeare Company. Mokae died from complications of a stroke on September 11, 2009, in Las Vegas. Bill Irwin. Bill Irwin played Hiram Hollings in 2003 at the age of 89. He performed in productions at the Pasadena Playhouse, the Laguna Beach Playhouse, the La Jolla Playhouse, and other venues around Los Angeles. In the late 1950s, Irwin appeared in films such as Man from Del Rio, 1956, and The Night Runner, 1957, and he played Jack Nicholson's father in The Cry Baby Killer, Nicholson's first leading role, in 1958. This long out-of-print film was released on DVD on November 22, 2006. Irwin passed away from natural causes at his home in Studio City, California on December 29, 2010, at the age of 96. Catherine Joosten. Catherine Joosten played Nasa Gordon, a former babysitter, in 2003 at the age of 64. In 1992, at 53, she was hired as a street performer at the Disney MGM Studios theme park at Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. In 2009, Joosten and Lily Tomlin were in discussions to star in a Desperate Housewives spin-off, which received a preliminary green light but ultimately did not move forward. Joosten passed away from a recurrence of lung cancer on June 2, 2012. Tony Longo. Tony Longo portrayed the second Union official in 2006 at the age of 45. Standing 6'6" in 198 m and weighing 300 lb, 140 kg, Longo often landed roles that highlighted his imposing size and strength, often paired with limited intelligence, such as his character Mad Dog in the 1980s comedy drama First and 10, where he played a linebacker for the fictional football team, the California Bulls. Longo passed away in his sleep at his home in Marina del Rey, California, on June 21, 2015, at the age of 53 after a prolonged battle with congestive heart failure and kidney problems. Nicole DeHuff. Nicole DeHuff played Vicky Salinas in 2004 at the age of 29. DeHuff's breakout role came in the hit comedy Meet the Parents, where she portrayed Deborah Burns, the sister of Terry Polo's character. Following this, DeHuff had a regular role in the 2002 TV series The Court and appeared in CSI, Miami, Without a Trace, Dragnet, and The Practice. She passed away from illness at the age of 30 on February 16, 2005, in Los Angeles, California. Richard Libertini. Richard Libertini portrayed Dr. David Sobin in 2005 at the age of 72. He was an original cast member of The Mad Show, a 1966 off-Broadway musical comedy produced by Mad Magazine. His first film roles were in The Night They Raided Minsky's, 1968, Don't Drink the Water, 1969, and Catch-22, 1970. Libertini appeared on the TV show Supernatural and in the 2011 film Dolphin Tale. From October 2011 through January 2012, he was on Broadway as a rabbi in Honeymoon Motel, the Woody Allen-penned segment of Relatively Speaking. Libertini passed away from cancer on January 7, 2016. Charles Napier. Charles Napier played Sheriff Bates in 2006, at the age of 70. After spending some time in New York, Napier moved to California, where he got an agent and a union card through a bit part in Mission Impossible. His film debut happened by chance when he accompanied his girlfriend to an audition for Russ Meyer, who cast Napier as the male lead in Cherry, Harry, and Raquel. Besides acting, Napier also handled stunts, makeup, and driving on the film. He passed away in Bakersfield, California on October 5, 2011, at the age of 75, after collapsing the previous day. Makoto Iwamatsu. Makoto Iwamatsu played Master Z in 2005 at the age of 72. Mako's first film role was in Never So Few, 1959. He earned an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor for his role as engine room worker Pohan in the film The Sand Pebbles, 1966. Mako made his video game debut voicing the Goblin Grubjub in Lionheart, Legacy of the Crusader, 2003. He had 2 daughters, both actresses, and 3 grandchildren. Mako passed away from esophageal cancer in Somis, California on July 21, 2006, at the age of 72. Rick Curry. Rick Curry portrayed Dr. Jonah Sorensen in 2006 at the age of 63. A baker by trade, he authored 2 cookbooks, The Secrets of Jesuit Bread Making and The Secrets of Jesuit Soup Making. He was named ABC's Person of the Week on August 5, 2005, and received numerous awards for his advocacy for the handicapped. Curry died from heart failure in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, on December 19, 2015, at the age of 72. Derek O'Connor. Derek O'Connor played Inspector St. Clair in 2006 at the age of 65. O'Connor was renowned for his portrayal of South African mercenary Peter Vorstedt in Lethal Weapon 2 and for his roles in 3 Terry Gilliam films. He also appeared as Jack Stone in the British police drama series The Professionals in the episode You'll Be All Right, and as Peter Morgan in the series Crown Court, 1976. O'Connor passed away from pneumonia in Santa Barbara on June 29, 2018, at the age of 77. Robert Loggia. Robert Loggia portrayed Louis Flynn in 2008 at the age of 78. He made his Broadway debut at 25 in The Man with the Golden Arm in 1955. Although his first film role in Somebody Up There Likes Me, 1956, was uncredited, Loggia's breakthrough came 2 years later when he was cast as New Mexico lawman El Fuego Baca. Loggia reprised his role as General William Gray from Independence Day in the 2016 sequel Independence Day: Resurgence, which was filmed shortly before his death and dedicated to him. Diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease in 2010, Loggia died from complications of the disease on December 4, 2015, at his home in the Brentwood neighborhood of Los Angeles, at the age of 85. Pat Crawford Brown. Pat Crawford Brown portrayed Nana Parlow in 2004 at the age of 75. Known for her television role as Ida Greenberg in Desperate Housewives, 2004-2007, she also had recurring characters on daytime soap operas, General Hospital and Days of Our Lives. Brown appeared in feature films, including Sister Act and Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit. She resided at the Motion Picture and Television Country House and Hospital in Woodland Hills, California, where she passed away on July 2, 2019, 3 days after celebrating her 90th birthday. Hugh Dane. Hugh Dane depicted Sergeant Lane in 2004 at 62 years old. Dane's acting journey commenced with a part in the 1989 video game, It Came from the Desert, followed by his debut television role in a 2-part episode of Hunter. In 1991, Dane made his first appearance in a film as a corrections officer in the crime thriller Ricochet. He gained prominence for his portrayal of Hank, the head of security, in The Office, and also appeared as a judge in Netflix's Wet Hot American Summer First Day of Camp. Dane passed away on May 16, 2018, at the age of 75 due to pancreatic cancer. Willie Garson. Willie Garson portrayed Leo Navarro in 2004 at the age of 40. Garson had recurring roles as Henry Caulfield on NYPD Blue and as Stanford Blatch on Sex and the City. He starred in the 2007 HBO series John from Cincinnati and played Mozzie in the USA Network series White Collar from 2009 to 2014. From 2019 to 2020, he made regular guest appearances on the syndicated game show 25 Words or Less. Garson passed away from pancreatic cancer at his residence in Los Angeles, California, on September 21, 2021, at the age of 57. Gary Marshall. Gary Marshall portrayed Warren Beach in 2002 at the age of 68. Marshall kicked off his career as a joke writer for comedians like Joey Bishop and Phil Foster before joining The Tonight Show with Jack Paar as a writer. He collaborated with writer Fred Freeman. His theater works included Wrong Turn at Lungfish, co-written with Lowell Gans, The Roast with Jerry Belson, Shelves, and Happy Days, a new musical with Paul Williams, which premiered at the Falcon Theater in Burbank, California, on February 24, 2006. Marshall passed away at a hospital in Burbank, Los Angeles, on the morning of July 19, 2016, due to complications of pneumonia following a stroke. He was 81. Tony Armatrading. Tony Armatrading portrayed Mr. Franklin in 2005 at the age of 44. Tony Armatrading was born on November 30, 1961, in Birmingham, West Midlands, England, UK. He was an actor, recognized for his roles in The Man with the Sacred Title, 1997, The Robbery of the Second Era, 2016, and Love Story in Notting Hill, 1999. He was wedded to Susan Crowley. Lisa Sheridan. Lisa Sheridan depicted Lizzie Talvo in 2004 at the age of 30. On television, Sheridan played Chloe Tanner on Freaky Links, Larkin Groves on Invasion, and Vivian Winters in Legacy. She also made appearances on Journeyman. Sheridan featured on Diagnosis, Murder alongside Dick Van Dyke and Lauren Dahl portraying Lisa. She made guest appearances in episodes of various other series, including 3 episodes each of CSI, Miami, and Still the King. Sheridan's final appearance was in the leading role of the 2018 independent film Strange Nature. Sheridan passed away on February 25, 2019 at the age of 44 at her residence in New Orleans. The cause of death was attributed to complications from chronic alcoholism with benzodiazepine abuse and a brain injury from a previous fall being non-contributing factors. Mike Haggerty. Mike Haggerty portrayed Ronnie Odell in 2009 at the age of 55. Haggerty ventured into acting after being invited by Jim Belushi to join the improv group The Second City. While his focus remained on television, Haggerty had minor roles in numerous films, accumulating over 100 acting credits throughout his career. Haggerty passed away on May 5, 2022, while in a coma at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles after experiencing a seizure. He was 67. Denise Dowse depicted Samantha Austin in 2009 at the age of 51. Dowse embarked on her acting journey in 1989, appearing as Angela Quartermain in an episode of the television series Almost There. From 2000 to 2004, she lent her voice to Officer Shirley in the Nickelodeon animated series Rocket Power for the last 3 seasons of the show's tenure, replacing CCH Pounder, who voiced the character in the initial season. In 2020, she starred as Valeria in the thriller film Fatale, alongside Hilary Swank, Michael Ealy, and Mike Coulter. Dowse fell into a coma in August 2022 due to complications from meningitis. She passed away on August 13, 2022 at the age of 64. John Polito portrayed George Giannopoulos in 2009 at the age of 59. Initially hesitant to try out for Homicide, Polito had recently moved from New York City to Los Angeles and was unwilling to relocate to Baltimore for the series. Polito frequently appeared in the films of the Coen brothers, featuring in 5 of their productions. The Coens first noticed Polito during the New York stage adaptation of Death of a Salesman in 1986, where he played Howard. Polito passed away from multiple myeloma on September 1, 2016, at the City of Hope National Medical Center, where he was undergoing treatment. Meatloaf portrayed Reverend Hadley Jorgensen in 2009 at the age of 62. In Los Angeles, Meatloaf established his inaugural band, Meatloaf Soul, which secured multiple recording contracts. Alongside his iconic role in 1975's Rocky Horror Picture Show, Meatloaf pursued a career in both television and film. In 1992, he played a pivotal role in Leap of Faith as the band director, bus driver, piano player. He also had a brief appearance as a doorman, bouncer, in Wayne's World. Meatloaf passed away in Nashville, Tennessee, on the evening of January 20, 2022, at the age of 74. No official cause of death was disclosed. Esther Scott portrayed Dolores in 2004 at the age of 51. Scott commenced her career as a voice actress on Star Wars Ewoks, before gracing television screens in shows such as Beverly Hills 90210, Full House, Party of Five, Ellen, The Steve Harvey Show, and Sister, Sister. She was a regular member of the cast in the short-lived ABC sitcom The Gina Davis Show, 2000-2001, embodying the character of Gina Davis's housekeeper Gladys. Additionally, Scott had recurring roles on City Guys, 1998-2001, the short-lived The Help, 2004, as Doris, and Heart of Dixie, 2011-2015, as Delma. Scott passed away on February 14, 2020, in Los Angeles following a heart attack. Sonja Eddy portrayed Opal in 2003 at the age of 36. Eddy made her acting debut in the West Coast premiere of Ruby Dee's play Zora Is My Name in 1990. Her stage credits included The Comedy of Errors, portraying the witch in Stephen Sondheim's Into the Woods, and Bloody Mary in South Pacific. In 1995, Eddy relocated to Los Angeles and appeared in various sitcoms such as Married, with Children, The Drew Carey Show, Murphy Brown, Seinfeld, and Home Improvement. Eddy passed away on December 19, 2022, at the age of 55. Her cause of death was attributed to an infection following non-urgent surgery. Del Bolton portrayed Mrs. Townsend in 2008 at the age of 61. Del Bolton was born on November 13, 1947, in the United States. She was an actress, recognized for her roles in Ngoy Son Kwok, 1972, and Monk, 2002. She was wedded to David Koloff. Bolton passed away on June 19, 2022, in Santa Monica, California, USA. Philip Baker Hall Philip Baker Hall depicted Salvatore Lucarelli in 2004 at the age of 73. Following his debut in the film Cowards, he became a member of the Los Angeles Theater Center. His inaugural television appearance occurred in an episode of Good Times. Hall made guest appearances in episodes of Mass H and Man from Atlantis. He amassed over 200 guest roles since 1977. Hall starred in the sitcom The Loop and made guest appearances in the animated series The Life and Times of Tim. He portrayed a physician in Curb Your Enthusiasm and made appearances in Modern Family. Hall also engaged in stage performances in New York and Los Angeles, but did not grace Broadway. Hall passed away from emphysema at his residence in Glendale, California, on June 12, 2022, at the age of 90. John Sanderford. John Sanderford portrayed Lawrence Hammond in 2003 at the age of 51. John Sanderford was born on February 6, 1952, in Florida, USA. He was an actor, recognized for his roles in Firestarter, 1984, Leprechaun, 1992, and Ryan's Hope, 1975. He passed away on September 22, 2023, in Burbank, California, USA. Charles Durning. Charles Durning depicted Hank Johansson in 2007 at the age of 84. Durning served in the U.S. Army during World War II. Enlisted at 20 years old, he was drafted and deployed to France as part of an artillery unit following the D-Day invasion of Normandy. After sustaining injuries from a German anti-personnel mine in the Bocage, he underwent a 6-month recovery. Durning embarked on his acting career in 1951. Initially employed as an usher in a burlesque theater, he was recruited to replace an intoxicated actor on stage. The Charles Durning collection is housed at the Academy Film Archive, containing not only films in which he appeared, but also selections he admired and a small compilation of family home videos. Charles Durning passed away from natural causes at his residence in Manhattan on December 24, 2012, at the age of 89, on Christmas Eve. Stanley Kamel. Stanley Kamel portrayed Dr. Charles Kroger in 2002 at the age of 59. Kamel, born into a Jewish family, was raised in South River, New Jersey. He attended Rutgers Preparatory School and Boston University, earning a BFA in 1965. His acting journey commenced off-Broadway, and he ventured into television with a role in Days of Our Lives, 1972-76, as the second actor to portray Eric Peters. He had a recurring role on Melrose Place in 1994 as Bruce Teller, the CEO of D&D Advertising, where characters Amanda, Heather Locklear, and Allison, Courtney Thorne-Smith, worked. On April 8, 2008, Kamel passed away from a heart attack at his home in Hollywood Hills. He was 65. Glenn Headley. Glenn Headley depicted Karen Stottlemyre in 2003 at the age of 48. While performing on the Chicago stage in Curse of the Starving Class, Headley was invited to join the Steppenwolf Theater Ensemble, which was seeking expansion. She also appeared in numerous other productions. In Chicago, she garnered 5 Joseph Jefferson Award nominations, winning 3 for Best Supporting Actress. In 2001, Headley starred as Angela Kennedy Lipsky in the premiere of My Brilliant Divorce at the Druid Theatre in Galway, Ireland. In 2003, Headley starred alongside David Hyde Pierce in The Guys as part of a rotating cast at the Actors Gang in Los Angeles. Headley passed away from complications related to a pulmonary embolism on June 8, 2017, at the age of 62 in Santa Monica, California. What are your thoughts on the departure of 32 actors from the Monk series? Who among them do you miss the most? Feel free to share your opinions in the comments down under and keep an eye out for the most recent video updates. Farewell.